On November 11, 1919, after the first anniversary of World War I, America longed to thank its veterans, and as a sign of immense respect, Armistice Day was ratified by the U.S. Congress in 1926. This is a time for us to pay our respects to those who have fought and served. This holiday started as a way to reflect upon the heroism of those who died in our country's service. In 1954, the holiday was changed to Veterans Day in order to account for all veterans in all wars. From the moment America was born, it has had to fight for its liberties and its freedoms. That tradition and that spirit has not faded in any generation since. On this day, we stand united in respect for you, our veterans. We celebrate and honor America's veterans for their patriotism, love of country, and willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. From all of us here at MHS, thank you, veterans.
Welcome back, MHS. I'm here with Joe. I'm Ethan O'Connell, and we're going to be asking him some questions about Veterans Day. Joe, why do you think Veterans Day is so important?
Because we need to appreciate all that veterans do for us. They fight for us overseas, and sometimes in the past they haven't got the welcome like they deserve. So.
Is anyone in your family a vet?
Yeah, my grandpa was in Air Force EOD, and then my dad was a Marine.
Do you think that makes it more important to you?
I do, but it should be important for everyone. Our veterans are really special, and they should get everything.
Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day to talk to us, and welcome back. I'm here with Colin to ask him a few more questions. Colin, was anyone in your family a vet?
Yes, but it's been generations removed. On my mother's side, my great-grandfather served in World War II in the Pacific Theater, and on my father's side, my great-grandfather served in World War I. I don't know much about him, but it's been generations since.
And what does it mean to you?
Veterans Day means a significant amount to me, particularly in the sense that a lot of these people were drafted or they enlisted, but they were taken out of a civilian life and placed into a life of a military life, which brought a sense of hardship, but it also brought a sense of brotherhood, and these people were fighting not just for their country, but they were fighting for the guy who was next to them. So it takes a strong sense of courage to carry that out.
And how do you think the treatment of veterans has changed over the years?
I think it's changed very rapidly. I think with World War I, World War II, and Korea, troops came home and they were celebrated. Vietnam was an exception. So that's why, you had poor treatment of vets, so that's why Vietnam will always be remembered. But for the troops themselves, they didn't get their welcome home that they were entitled to. So I think there was a disconnect there, which was sad. It was all political there, but then it was because of that we realized in the Gulf, the war on terror, when people came home, things have subsided in terms of the mistreatment of those who came home. The anger was brought back against the government where it rightfully belongs. They put them there and they got them out. That's all that happened.
Thank you for talking to us. And now for our conversation with Mr. Carkido.
So, Mr. Carkido, as a former veteran, what is, in your opinion, is the significance of Veterans Day?
I think the significance is that we show our veterans our appreciation for their sacrifice that they made, whether they served during peacetime or during war. Every veteran has made a sacrifice by joining the military and serving their country at some point. So I think that's the significance of it, just showing your appreciation for the time that they put in and served their country.
And I know that as part of our way to honor these veterans, we've set up a table that's going to be shown at the breakfast and at the assembly. Can you explain what this table is going to be and what's the meaning of it?
It's a table that signifies the fallen soldier, and there's a number of different items on the table, such as a rose, a yellow ribbon, salt, a lemon wedge, and all of those things will be described at the assembly, and then we'll have that table set up in a library maybe for a week, and I already made a poster that describes what each thing signifies. Upside down glass, a candle, so the students will be able to check that out in the library and read it and understand what all of that stands for. That's what that's for. It's called Fallen Soldier.
And another thing that that we did like last year and that we're going to do again this year is this picture that's at the library. Can you explain what that is?
One of the veterans last year brought that in and had just wanted to. It was basically a thank you for what the school has done over the past years with the veterans breakfast, and he had all the veterans at that breakfast sign it, and then what branch of military they served in, and if they served in a war, what war they served in. So we'll use that again if anybody new comes this year. We'll take that down and have them sign it, and we'll keep it in the library as kind of like a thank you for what the school has done for the veterans here each year when they have the breakfast.
So thank you for taking your time to answer our questions for us.
No problem.